Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Emily and today I have my August TBR tiles with a twist. As you can see, the board is empty and I am wearing sunglasses, and I'm going to address the sunglasses first. So yesterday I went to the fair with my kids because it was Kids Day. We have our county fair in town this week and I got burnt. I did not put sunscreen on. My arms are super burnt and my face is burnt. I've got, scarecrow nose. I've got, red forehead. I look like a lobster and a scarecrow, and it is just horrible. It feels horrible, and it is partly why I decided to switch out my TBR tiles board with one that I had been working on. It's not completely finished. I didn't get everything prettily put on, all the letters and stuff. I didn't put them on yet. But you will see in a second what I mean. But last month was just a horrible month for me reading wise. I read 4 books and they were all within the last week or so of July. I barely read anything throughout 3/4 of the month. And I noticed that I haven't been doing very well on my TBR with all the picks I pick for TBR tiles, and I think that I just need to change it up. I am someone who is constantly needing to change things up to keep my interest in things, so I'm not sure how many more boards of TBR tiles there will be, but I did make a new one. I thought I might hold off until next month or even next year for this next one, but I just need something fun and different, and what a great month. And I'm just feeling some kind of way right now with the sunburn, so this is the perfect time to do it. I know my TBR is late, but I've just been really contemplating on what I was going to be doing this month for my TBR. So this board will be going away for the month. It might not come back for a little bit, but we will see how this other one goes. So we are going to get rid of this one and put this one here. And this, as you can see, is definitely smaller. There are these little things up here, and what I am calling this is going to be TBR Tiles Bingo board. And it's got these little bingo daub marker looking things. For every time I read something from a spot on here, I will just put one of these until I get a bingo. And yeah, so that's what those means. Of course I have the free space, self-explanatory, like a normal bingo board. And I have all these spaces that are going to be filled in with some of my TBR tiles. There are about 305 TBR tiles in here, so I can really get anything on here. On my bingo board, you're going to be able to get 13 bingos. So you can get the ones going up and down, that's 5, and the ones going side to side, another 5. And then of course the diagonals is 11, 12, and then the 13th bingo I could get is the 4 corners. So if I read each prompt from the 4 corners, that will count as a bingo. I just wanted another one that was kind of easy, so I added that one. And it's my game, I'll do what I want. But my plan for this one was every month I will fill this up and I will kind of mood read to match books with some of the prompts on here. But I also want another goal to see how many bingos I should be getting. So I would normally try and do a die to see how many bingos from 1 to 13 I should do. But this month, because it's like a trial run and it's something new and I haven't been reading a lot, I figured I would just go for 3 bingos. So I can get 3 bingos anywhere on the board. I cannot double up books on this, and however I can try to switch around books to make them work for the best prompt they can be. But I would like to say that once I have put a book down for something, I don't really want to switch it around, but this month we're just gonna mess around and see how it goes. But I want this to be fun for me because I need a fun reading month, and I just want to get back into reading because I have so many books that I really want to read, but right now I'm just not sure what I'm in the mood for. So we are going to fill this board in together, and then after we fill it in, I'll try and go over some of the books that I'm interested in reading this month. And I'm also participating in the Magical Aurelium's Autumn Equinox month, this month in August. And I believe I only have 6 or 7 things that I have to do for that. So that will kind of go in with what I might try to read for that also. But again, I just want this to kind of be fun and easy and mood ready kind of, but still incorporating my TBR tiles. And I'm hoping that you guys like this as much as I'm hoping to like it. So hopefully this goes well. Like I said, I'm going to be doing 3 bingos from this board this month, and fingers crossed that I can do it. Okay, sorry for the angle change and the lights off. I just didn't want there to be a glare on the tiles, and I wanted you guys to be able to see the board a little closer. I could probably still move it closer, but I think that's fine for now. But I've got all my tiles ready to go, and we are going to go with it. Also, sorry if you can hear the air conditioner. It's way too hot to not have it on, and I'm sorry if you don't like to hear those in videos, but we're just gonna have to work with it this time. So I'm not looking. Ooh. A book the same color as the last book you read, which the last book I read was The Love Hypothesis, so it's kind of like a light blue, so I'll just have to find a light blue book maybe, or maybe when I get to this one it has to be the same color as the last book I read. I don't know. We'll see as I go along. Next. A book I've pushed off, so for this one, maybe like a book that I've been really wanting to read, but then I just keep pushing it off to read other things, so like Realm Breaker or Vicious or Skyward or something like that. So one of those books, and that's pretty much what this tile means. Next, I got monsters, so a book that has monsters in it. Okay, more than one person on the cover. So sometimes you get like romance books that have like 2 people on the cover, or even like manga. I would count that as like 1, 2, 3 people on the cover. So any of that works. And they all just dumped out. No. Okay, pick them all up. So next, have Magical. I love this little bunny with the hat and the wand. So this one could be for like magical realism, or something you find magical, I guess, like a magical object, or like just a plain old fantasy, so because they usually have magic in them. Popular, so a popular book, pretty easy. +5 words in the title. This one's harder sometimes, I find. Like, I could do My Best Friend's Exorcism. No, I can't. All of Us Friends. Nope. Oh no. Like A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. But I've already read that, so that one may take me a hot minute to figure out. Ooh, oh, I love this one. This is one of my newer tiles that I recently made, and I just absolutely love it. And it is dragons. Isn't it so cute? So a book with dragons in it, or a cover with dragon on it. Simple. All of these are usually going to be pretty simple TBR prompts because I like versatility. Prologue, so a book that has a prologue. Ooh, another new one. So fall vibes with the little coffee mug there, coffee cup. Isn't it cute with the little pumpkin? I like it. So a book that gives me fall vibes, so usually mystery, thriller, or horror. Those are usually what give me fall vibes, but sometimes some fantasies do too, but mostly mystery, thriller, or horror. I like this one too. Emily pick. This one I can just pick anything for. It doesn't have to be anything specific, just pretty much like a mood read, but something that I just really want to get to. I'm really liking this board right now. Ooh, school. So for this one I was thinking like dark academia or a book that takes place at school. Sometimes I find a lot of romance books will take place in school, but you know, like I said, dark academia, those kinds of things. So this one works well. Ooh. Lower than 300 ratings on Goodreads, so this will work well with all the SPFBO books pretty much, because they all have pretty low number of ratings, so that works. Retry. So this is going to be like either a reread or I'm going to retry a book that I started, but for whatever reasons I didn't continue on with it. So like Iron Widow, I did start it, but because the audiobook had to go back quick, I didn't finish it. So because I have the audiobook out again from my library, I may retry this book. See what I'm doing there? Next, stuck together, Snowy. So the Polar-thon's happening this month, so I could potentially find a snowy book and count that towards it. So something with like snow on the cover or snowy setting, perfect. Okay. Creepy setting. I love the little cemetery on the hill with the gate, so cute. So a book with a creepy setting. Mystery, thriller, or horror books, those usually have creepy settings. Okay, black MC, so a black main character. Always love to see they're up. Pretty self-explanatory too. Next. Ooh, Guilty Pleasure. I love the little chocolate cake. It's so cute. All these are really cute in my opinion, but I drew them, so it's just my opinion. So Guilty Pleasure is just pretty much something that I can quickly read and consume, like romance books. Those are usually pretty quick for me, so I might try to put that in there. Otherwise, it's pretty much like a mood read sort of, but something that I find a guilty pleasure for. Kindle TBR jar. So I have a Kindle TBR jar, but I'm going to probably try to redo it because I don't have all the books in there and I need to redo it and look at it and see what's in there. And yeah, so this one may come later in the month, so I'll try to do some vlogs and stuff, so you might see this one in a vlog if I decide to go for it. Ooh. Under a 4-star rating, so a book on Goodreads that has like a 3.99 or below. So that's what this one is, which shouldn't be too hard. That one shouldn't be hard at all. Thriller! I just wanted to do an emoji face, so this is the one I went with. And it worked perfectly for this. So a thriller book. We are getting close to Halloween, so I need to start reading some of my spooky season books. Ooh. Weapon. So a book with a weapon on the cover, or like maybe there's like some kind of magical weapon in the story, so that could go for this one. We have 2 more spots left, and I'm kind of sad. I like pulling these out and seeing what we get. Ooh. So this is Adventure or Journey on the little compass, and this one is pretty much any fantasy or quest kind of thing. There's always an adventure or a journey, so something that has something like that, but I might have to do some research and see which ones I think could go for this one. And I last picked, hopefully it's a good one. I've been doing so well this time that I'm afraid I'm going to get one that I'm not in the mood for. So hopefully we're going to go with this one. Please don't let me regret it. Oh, I'm not going to regret it. A comfort read. So a book that just makes me feel happy to read it. So maybe I'll reread something, or maybe it'll just be another mood read, but this is perfect. And I love my little sweater. I am really happy with how this turned out, and I will come back in just a sec to let you guys know what I'll be reading, but I need to do some brainstorming here for a second, so I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back and I want to tell you a few of the books I want to get to this month, plus some that I really probably should get to. But first I want to talk more about the Magical Readathon, the Autumn Equinox, which is happening this month in August, and it is hosted by G from Book Row, so I will try to remember to leave her video down below. You should definitely go check her channel out. She does tons of great videos, and of course she just created this new readathon recently, and I am so excited to get into it. So my career is going towards Spell Sword, and I need a Q in Animal Studies, an O in Demonology, a Q in Restoration, and an O in Spells and Incantations. So I have 6 things that I need to get to. So I need a Q in Animal Studies, but first I have to get the O and then the Q. So O, a study of familiars, book with a familiar or animal companion. And for this one, I'm not sure, but I might be rereading Harry Potter just because it's such a comfort read. Oh yeah, I could go for that one. So, you know, it could go for that one. So that is a choice. And then Q, Familiars, Raven. Raven on the cover or title. For this one, I think I'm going to go with Raven Reawakening. It is an SPFBO round 8 book, and I am really interested in this one. And it works because it's got Raven in the title, and I think it might have a Raven on the cover. I'm not sure, but I'll put a picture here. Then I need an O in Demonology, so Imp Wrangling, Read a Fantasy. For this one, I could read anything, so I'm not going to put anything down because I'm just going to see whatever I'm in the mood for this month and see, like, what could cover this, like maybe the dragon, or the monster, or the magical, popular, you know, any of those. Then I need a Q in Restoration, but first I have to get the O. So Object Restoration, single object as a focus on the cover. I'm not really sure for this one, but I might go for Crown of Madness, which has, I think it's like a sword or whatever, or something on the cover. It's got something on the cover, and it's like, you know, a single object as the focus. So it's an SPFBO round 8 book, so I'd like to try and get more of those on here. And I'm not sure, it might have monsters actually. I think it is like monster hunting, kind of, so that might work for this one. Then I need a Q in Restoration, so I need Enchanted School Mending, oldest book on my TBR. Everyone else feels the same about this prompt too. Like, you look at it and you're like, crap. And that's what I said, because this is my oldest book on my TBR that I own, really. It is Stray by Rachel Vincent. My mom got this for me one year at a yard sale. It is not in the best condition. It looks pretty gross, but it's also like 600 pages. So kind of scared for this book, but I am interested in it, and I think it's paranormal romance. So I don't know, is there anything romancy on here? Ooh, I think it does take place at a school, maybe? I don't know, we'll have to see, but this is now kind of on my TBR for the Magical Readathon anyway. And the last thing I need is an O in Spells and Incantations, so a spell or recolor, random color wheel thing. So I'm going to pop the video here. And you will see that I got blue, which is perfect because I need to read this book, because I read the first one in June and then I never continued on with it, and I just want to slap myself because of it. And that is House of Sky and Breath, and this one could actually work for 5 or more words in the title, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that could work right there. So, you know, I'm here for it. As long as these can fit on here, I'm happy. So even though this book is like almost 800 pages, I have the audiobook for it and I get through these quick, so definitely really want to get to that this month. And those were all my magical readathon books that I need to get on here. Some of them I will just figure out when I read whatever throughout the month or what I'm in the mood for, but I also need to catch up on books in Lala's buzzword readathon. So I need last month's, which was book related words, so I thought maybe I would read The Library of the Unwritten by AJ Hackwith, which I've had for a while, and I think it is absolutely stunning book. I love the cover and the concept just sounds so good. It's like books that aren't finished by their authors reside in the library of the unwritten in hell, but when restless characters who emerge from those unfinished stories escape, it is up to the librarian to track them down and keep the collection complete. So that always just hasn't intrigued me, and I've heard really good things about this book, so I really want to get to it. But it's a physical book, so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. And then of course, the month of August buzzword is items, so some kind of item, and honestly I have no idea. So I mean, so if I read Realm Breaker, I could get to Blade Breaker, which is blade is an item. I would count it as an item. These both have weapons on the cover, so they could count for that. And I don't know, do they have does one have a prologue? Oh, this one has a prologue. I don't know if you can see. So that could count, so I could easily take those off. So these might be in the mix for this month. I'd also really like to get to Vicious at some point because I hear nothing but great things about this book. And I also really need to get to Iron Widow, which could go for retry, like I said earlier, and Vicious could go for magical, and I think it might even be able to go for school, perhaps, because doesn't it? Yeah, college roommate. So I'm wondering if it has like a past timeline too that you're getting to see, because if it does, then it could potentially work for that, but I don't know. And it's also a book I've pushed off. I've pushed it off quite a bit, so there is that. As for this one, I don't know if I want to go with, like, the last book I completed before this TBR was The Love Hypothesis at the end of July, which is like a baby blue with some pink, so I'm not sure what I could even find in that color. I might have to look on my Kindle, so I can either do that, or whenever I get to this prompt, I guess, whatever, like if I read this, for instance, because it's red, and then I read this, that could work. Like, this could work for this one if I read this first and then that, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's cheating, and I feel like I need to go with, like, the baby blue and pink. So I could potentially, it's kind of like the same blue, so I could potentially read Spy Family. That's a potential. I really want to try this out and see what all the hype is about it, and it's a quick read, so this one could work. I might actually go for this one. Or I could even go for Save the World in this one by Ash Parsons, which is like ZombieCon. I'm really interested in this. I think I found this at my local like thrift store on sale, so that one could be fun. So I have plenty of books that could fit for all of these, and I have plenty of options for my magical readathon TBR and the buzzword words. So I am really happy with this. I'm not sure what I'm going to be in the mood to read. A lot of these books I really want to just pick up and read already, but we will see. I hope you guys like this new setup. I'm going to turn the light out there. I hope you guys are really interested in this new setup, because I am definitely excited, more so now, for this month of reading than I was a few days ago. And yeah, so let me know what you think of this, and remember, I'm going to try and complete 3 bingos from this somehow as a trial run. This month is a trial run with this, and if I really like this better, then I might just keep this one, If not, I'll go back to the other one, or you know, who knows, I have an extra piece of poster board here. Maybe I'll create something else. I have over 300 of these that I've made. They're just so fun to make and easy to make, and I just love coloring the different things. And yeah, so I can really do anything with these, and I think that fits my style of needing to mood read sometimes, but also following a TBR. So I just want to see how this month goes, so we're just gonna go with it, and I will hopefully check in with you guys throughout the month and do some reading vlogs and some other fun videos, and go from there. So like this video if you liked it, which I really hope you did because I really enjoyed filming it. Comment down below any recommendations you have for any of these, and subscribe if you want to. I would greatly appreciate it. And until my next video, I will see you guys soon. Bye.